How attractive are these vegetables and fruits? But hidden in them are dangerous residues of many toxic pesticides. According to the latest report by Government of India, high level of pesticides was found in vegetables, fruits and other food items collected from different parts of the country. Another shocking fact is that out of 234 pesticides used in India, 24 has been classified as carcinogenic by US Environmental Protection Agency. Scientists believe the typical human being carries body burden of about 500 chemicals, mostly in fatty tissue. Pesticide residues linger in our bodies for a long time. This can increase our risk for diseases such as cancer and Parkinson's, and weaken various body systems causing infertility, nervous disorders, autism, diabetes, and birth defects. Other than causing health hazards, pesticides contaminate soil, water, air, and other vegetation. In addition to killing insects or weeds, pesticides are toxic to a host of other organisms including birds, fish, beneficial insects, and non-target plants. GM crops have been often projected as a solution, but their long-term impact on health and environment are yet to be studied in detail before giving a green signal. The ultimate solution is a shift to organic farming. Most of the farmers and many in the scientific community are skeptical about organic farming. They are of the view that through organic farming alone, we can't meet the food requirement of the country. Another misconception about organic farming is that it is layman's agriculture and there is no science in it.
Without science, no system can survive for quite a long period. Because as everybody knows, India is one of the oldest civilization in the world. So also India has a rich culture of culture in farming also. That is why we call agriculture. While people everywhere else they call agri as agri business, we call it as agriculture because it was a part and parcel of our culture. And as you know, right from industrial civilization, we started farming. Very extensively and perfected system of farming by selection of right seedlings, by selection of the right field for planting, and in that process we also selected a right package of practices. That we call it, we now take it as the traditional wisdom of organic farming.
One of the primary requisites for organic farming is the enhancement of organic content in the soil. A healthy mother can only give birth to a healthy baby. Similarly, for the crop to become healthy and strong, healthy soil is a prime requisite. Excessive application of chemical fertilizers and pesticides results in accumulation of certain toxic chemicals in soil. This results in the death of beneficial soil microbes and other soil organisms, including earthworms, affecting the structure and texture of soil. Among various animal waste, the use of cow dung has been indicated in India since the time of Kautilya. Cow dung is a mixture of dung and urine, generally in the ratio of 3:1. The low carbon-nitrogen ratio in cow dung manure is the indication that it could be a good source of protein for the microbes involved in the decomposition of organic matter. Cow dung contains cellulose, hemicellulose, micronutrients, metabolic nitrogen, epithelial cells from the animals, bile salt and pigment, potash, sulfur, traces of phosphorus, and a large number of bacteria.
Right from the mouth, right from saliva to the pancreatic juice, the amount of enzymes produced is far more than required by organism to digest 40 or 50 kg of biomass it consumes every day. And the dung left out of that process is very rich in microflora. Sanskrit we call there is Mutpatti Mukkodi, 33 crores of microbes in the rumen. There is protozoa, there is fungus, there is bacteria, right from arachbacteria to the modern lactobacillus.
In natural farming, one of the main sources of replenishing the lost elements in the topsoil is the earthworm, which brings up the required minerals from the subsoil. Composting of organic manures using earthworm is a technology often adopted by the organic farmers. Mesophilic bacteria and fungi that grows in moderate temperature predominate in vermicomposting. Castings contain 5 times the available nitrogen, 7 times the available potash, and 1.5 times more calcium than found in good topsoil. There are also good amount of magnesium, zinc and manganese. The content of the earthworm castings, along with the natural tillage by the worm's burrowing action, enhances the permeability of water in the soil. Application of adequate amount of vermicompost also leads to significant increase in soil enzyme activities. The soil treated with vermicompost has significantly more electrical conductivity and near neutral pH. These are ideal for good soil texture and microbial multiplication. Vermicompost contains some antibiotics and actinomycetes, which help in increasing the power of biological resistance among the crop plants against pests and diseases.
ഇരുമ്പ് പോലും പൊടിയുന്നു. കാരണം തുരുമ്പെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ബാക്ടീരിയ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഭൂമിയിലുള്ള ആവാസ വ്യവസ്ഥ അനുസരിച്ച് വീഴുന്ന ജൈവവസ്തുക്കളെ പൊടിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുന്ന ജോലിയാണ്. അതായത് പുളിയൽ പ്രക്രിയ കൂടെ പുളിച്ച് അളിച്ച് പൊടിയാക്കി കൊടുക്കുന്ന ജോലിക്ക് ആദ്യം ബാക്ടീരിയയുടെ ജോലിയാണ്. ഈ ബാക്ടീരിയ ആ പരിപോഷിപ്പിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. പരിപോഷിപ്പിച്ച് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക്കായിട്ടും അവിടെ മണ്ണര എത്തും. ആ മണ്ണര, അതായത് ബീജാണുക്കൾ പൊടിക്കുന്ന ജൈവവസ്തുക്കളെ മണ്ണരയാകുന്ന കുടലിലൂടെ കയറി ഇറങ്ങി വളരെ നൈസായ രീതിയിൽ അത് പൊടിച്ച് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഇവർ എന്ന് വലിച്ചെടുത്തോളുകയാണ്. അതാദ്യമായിട്ട് ജനങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു പ്രധാന കാര്യം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഭൂമിയിലുള്ള ജൈവവസ്തുക്കൾ നശിപ്പിക്കുക, അതായത് തീയിടാതിരിക്കുക. തീയിട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ഭൂമിയിലുള്ള ജൈവവസ്തുക്കൾ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു പോകും. അവിടെ ഉത്സര ഭൂമിയായിട്ടാണ് ബീജാണുക്കൾക്കോ മണ്ണരയ്ക്കോ വളരാനുള്ള കഴിവില്ലാതെ വരും.
Many biofertilizers such as trichoderma and pseudomonas are also used by the organic farmers. Biofertilizers are defined as preparations containing living cells or latent cells of efficient strains of microorganisms that help crop plants to uptake of nutrients by their interactions in the rhizosphere when applied through seed or soil. They also protect the roots from disease-causing organisms.
Soil testing program is an important initial step before starting the organic cultivation. So by soil testing program, we will get the fertility status of the soil and also the organic matter content of the soil. So based on that, we can give some nutrient recommendation for the crops. In this case, most important thing is the liming. That is the lime as well as the dolomite. They are permitted in organic farming, and so depending upon the pH of the soil, we have to give the lime application. Then only these biocontrol agents like trichoderma, pseudomonas, and also these biofertilizers will act effectively.
Many liquid types of manure has been developed and used by farmers. Regular use of cow urine will increase the population of soil microorganisms along with rise in crop production. Cow urine also works as growth promoter. Total nitrogen content in cow urine is very high, ranging from 6.8 to 21.6 gram per liter. Minerals, hormones, salts and enzymes are also there in cow urine. Presence of sulfur, potassium, zinc, iron and copper in cow urine imparts disease resistance to plants. Cow's urine also is a strong repellent for insects which normally inhabit the common crops.
What is the difference between cow dung and bull dung, and cow urine and bull urine? Because cow has 3 additional hormones, and it has a special capacity to digest these nutrients, and the residue of these steroids, it is anabolic steroids, and if you drink cow urine also, your anabolic count will go up. So if these steroids goes to the soil, it will trigger the microflora, and it also is, if you spray the cow urine to the plant, it will also trigger the metabolism of the plant.
Jivamrita, used in zero-budget farming, is a combination of cow dung, urine, pulse flour, jaggery, and soil subjected to composting. Microbial count in the combination increases several-fold, enhanced by the sugar content in jaggery and the protein in pulse flour. The cow dung gets break down by the microbes into simpler units absorbable by the plants.
കലക്കിയിട്ട് ഒരു 80 മണിക്കൂർ കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഒരു പ്രത്യേക തരം മണം, വാടയല്ല വാസനയല്ല, ഒരു പ്രത്യേക മണം അതിനുണ്ടാവും. ആ മണം എടുത്തിട്ട് അതായത് 1 ലിറ്റർ എടുത്ത് 10 ലിറ്റർ വെള്ളം ചേർത്താണ് അത് ഒഴിക്കുന്നത്. ഒഴിച്ച് കൊടുത്തു കഴിയുന്നുണ്ട്, അതായത് ഭൂമിയുടെ അടിത്തട്ടിലിരിക്കുന്ന ബാക്ടീരിയകളും മണ്ണരി ഇങ്ങ് മേളി ആ മണം കൊണ്ട് ഇങ്ങ് മേളി വരിക.
A number of cow-based organic preparations are mentioned in Ayurvedic scriptures, most prominent one being Panchagavya.
Panchagavya is the best bioformulation ever known to the plant physiologists, because see, the plant normally can make carbohydrate, protein out of photosynthesis. Carbohydrate is a primary product, and protein etc. is a secondary product, but plant always have problem of producing fatty acids. See, the first step of Panchagavya is chelation of the ghee with the help of cow dung. See, we recommend mix 5 kg of cow dung with a half kg of ghee. So once you mix it and keep it for 24 to 48 hours, all the fat will be chelated and converted into fatty acids. So if you spray these fatty acids into the plant can directly take it, and within 24 hours it will be in the system of the plant, and the same can be used for synthetic activities. And coming to the next we are adding urine, cow urines on the 3rd day. Urine is a mixture of plant hormones just like auxin, kinins, and a lot of other biopolymers. It also have uric acid and ammonia. So all these things can directly go straight into the plant cell once we spray it, and the pungent smell of urine also will help to repel the pest. And the 4th component we add is milk. Milk, as you know, is a wonderful immunoprotein. It has lot of protein, then have amino acids, and so many other things. So when we mix this milk into the mixture of Panchagavya, the protein will be converted into amino acid with the help of the enzymes already present in cow dung, and the amino acid will be straightly available to the plants when we spray it. Even it will be available to the microbes when we apply to the soil. And the last one is the curd. Curd, as you know, is very rich in lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is a probiotic even for human beings, and it's also a probiotic for the plants. If you spray lactobacillus to the leaf, no bacteria or fungus will dare to grow in it. And not only that, when we stir the Panchagavya mixture with the milk, the bacteria in air will be trapped in the Panchagavya solution, and it will start multiplying in a big way with the help of the amino acid already present in the formulation. I was very fortunate to head a project supported by Department of Science and Technology for the validation and standardization of the bioformulation with special emphasis on Panchagavya. The result was very promising. After 3 years of the project, I found that the Panchagavya field was without any fungal and bacterial attack, and the overall yield was far better, almost 5 to 10% better than the chemically fed plot.
Dumping of rotten fruits cause lot of environmental problems. This is being made into excellent manure by expert organic farmers. Fruit waste is mixed with cow dung, droppings of sheep and goats, poultry manure, cow urine, soil and water, and fermented for 48 hours. The droppings of sheep and goats contain higher nutrients than farmyard manure and compost. Poultry manure contains higher nitrogen and phosphorus compared to other bulky organic manures. The average nutrient contained is 3.03% nitrogen, 2.63% phosphate, and 1.4% potash. Resulting mixture contains a heavy load of good microbes and plant nutrients.
If you apply urea, you can definitely know within a week the growth will trigger up and you will get a good biomass, because all the nitrogen will be accumulated in the form of ammonia, and if you consume it, you will be consuming ammonia, not the protein. And for a long duration or a medium duration crops, and if you give organic products, the plant roots, as you know, it is a rhizosphere, lot of microorganisms, and microorganisms produce enzymes. It's a big chain system, and the plant will be able to mineralize and assimilate the non-soluble and semi-soluble nutrients available in the soil and the organic form, and it will gradually convert it. It's a chain reaction, converted into secondary metabolites, mineral proteins, so many other things. In a chemical cultivation, if you do, you will get carbohydrate and protein. I can assure you that the carbohydrate, protein versus minerals versus vitamins versus fiber, it will be very less in chemically produced, and it is not good for your health.
Crops like vegetables are highly vulnerable to many types of pests and diseases. In an organically maintained farm, population of natural enemies of pests will be more. Some, such as praying mantids, feeds on the pest. Assassin bugs are also efficient hunters. Friendly insects like ladybird beetles eat pests and pest eggs. Predators such as taconid flies inject eggs on pests. Their larvae are internal parasites that feed on the pest's flesh and kill it. Various kinds of spiders are abundant in organically maintained garden.
വൈകുന്നേരം സമയത്താണ് ഈ ചാഴി ഒരു ഉപദ്രവം വരുന്നത്. വൈകുന്നേരം അതിരാവിലെയാണ്. ഒരു സൂര്യൻ അസ്തമിക്കാറാവുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമ്മൾ ഒരു മണലിൽ കുറച്ച് കൊതുമ്പ് വെച്ച് കെട്ടിയിട്ട് തുണി ചുറ്റിയിട്ട് ശകലം ഓയിൽ ഒഴിച്ച് കത്തിച്ച് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് നിൽക്കുക തന്നെ ഈ ചാഴി വന്ന് അതിൽ വന്ന് വീഴുകയും അതിൻ്റെ ചിറവ് വരുന്ന താഴെ വീഴുന്നതും കാണും.
Cultures of naturally occurring good microbes, often referred as biopesticides, are used for pest and disease control. They reduce pest and disease attack by exclusion, mycoparasitism, or production of compounds or metabolites, which are detrimental to pests. Beauveria bassiana is a fungus that grows naturally in soil throughout the world and acts as a parasite on insects. Its spore adheres to pest outer cover or cuticle. The germinating spores produce enzymes that dissolve the cuticle. Further, it absorbs food from the inner tissues and kills the pest. Many botanical pesticides are also used by eco-friendly farmers. Neem is a biochemical factory that contains several thousands of chemical constituents that are attributable to its miracles. Azadirachtin, the most active and well-studied compound, is a growth regulator as well as a powerful feeding and ovipositional deterrent.
3 കൊല്ലം വരെ നമുക്ക് പരീക്ഷിച്ച് നോക്കാമെന്നും പറഞ്ഞ് പലരും എന്നോട് ഇത് പിന്മാറണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടൊന്നും ഞാൻ എന്തായാലും 3 കൊല്ലം കഴിഞ്ഞേ ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് മാറുന്നുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യത്തെ വർഷം പരിചിതമായിട്ടും വളരെ ഭീമമായ നഷ്ടമാണ് അനുഭവപ്പെട്ട്, രണ്ടാമത്തെ കൊല്ലം അതിൻ്റെ ഇരട്ടിയാണ് നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടത്. മൂന്നാമത്തെ കൊല്ലം നഷ്ടത്തിൻ്റെ തോത് ഇത്തിരി കുറഞ്ഞു. 4ാമത്തെ വർഷം നഷ്ടമില്ലാതെ വന്നു. പിന്നീട് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് പിന്നെ ലാഭകരമായിട്ടുള്ള രീതിയിലായിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ കൊണ്ടിട്ടാൽ മതി, ശ്രദ്ധ കുറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി, കീടങ്ങളുടെ ശല്യം കുറവായിട്ട് വരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഈ ചെടി, മണ്ണ്, വായു ഇത് മൂന്നും കൂടെ ഒരു ബന്ധം ഉണ്ടാക്കി എടുക്കലാണ് ഈ 3 കൊല്ലം കൊണ്ട് വരുന്ന കാലയളവിൽ വരുന്ന വ്യത്യാസം.
Egg amino is prepared by fermenting eggs, lime juice and jaggery. The resulting mixture is diluted and used. The amino acids, calcium and other compounds in the egg, along with some friendly microbes, will be made available to the plant through this. The amino acid proline in egg is known to impart resistance to crops. Certain volatile compounds naturally present in egg are effective for repelling pests. Combinations like egg amino and fish amino are used as organic pesticides cum growth and floral stimulants.
If you keep fish waste or fish in jaggery, the fermentation process will start, and whatever amino acid and other biochemical products produced will get fixed in alcohol, because part of the jaggery will be converted into alcohol, and alcohol is a good solvent, and all these amino acid and chelated proteins, calcium etc. will be dissolved in the alcoholic medium produced by jaggery. And if we extract the sieve it and take the extract and spray it, as you know, alcohol will directly go through the cell membrane into the tissue. As we know, the fish is very rich in ozone. The bad smell of ozone will repel the pest. So it not only work as a plant tonic, it also work as a pest repellent.
Pheromones are a class of chemicals that insects and other animals release to communicate with other individuals of the same species. In insects, these pheromones are detected by the antennae on the head. The chemical structures of such pheromones are identified, and they are artificially synthesized in labs and placed into a delivery device to attract pests and kill them. Insects are more attracted to yellow color, and a yellow sheet coated with oil looks like a mass of new foliage to them. Pests get adhered to the sheet and dies. Smoking has been adapted by farmers since a long time to deter pests. Acrolein, a compound in smoke, is a registered pesticide in United States. Another compound, butenolide, acts as pest repellents. Carrikins in smoke act as growth promoter and induce flowering. Leaves of some plants like tulsi and neem, when smoked, emits insect repellent and growth regulator compounds.
ഞാൻ ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെയിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഏതാണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കാണ് കൃഷി ചെയ്യുന്നത്. കൃഷി ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഏതാണ്ട് 1000-1200 മുടി ചീനി, ഒരു 1000 മുടി ചേന, 2000 മുടി വാഴ, ഇഞ്ചി, മഞ്ഞൾ, കൂവ, വെറ്റ, ഇതെല്ലാം ജൈവകൃഷി ഉപയോഗിച്ച് 1 രൂപയുടെ ചിലവില്ലാതെ ചെയ്യുകയാണ്.
ജൈവകൃഷി എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അത് ജീവൻ്റെ അംശമുള്ള കൃഷി എന്നാണ് ആ വാക്ക് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. ശരിക്കും ജീവൻ്റെ അംശം മണ്ണിലും വരണം, മണ്ണിൽ നിന്ന് ചെടിയിലേക്കും വരണം, ചെടിയിൽ നിന്ന് മനുഷ്യനിലേക്കും വരണം, എന്നിട്ട് അത് ചാക്രികമായിട്ട് തന്നെ തിരിച്ചും പോകണം.
ക്യാൻസർ പോലുള്ള രോഗം ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ കാണുന്ന സ്ത്രീകളിലാണ്. ഈ രോഗത്തിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു മുക്തി നേടണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ സ്ത്രീകൾ മുന്നോട്ട് വന്നാലേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ നമുക്ക് വിശ്വാസമാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ കൂടെയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ അമ്മക്കൂട്ടം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി ഞങ്ങൾ പച്ചക്കറി ഉണ്ടാക്കുകയും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ കൃഷികൾ ചെയ്ത് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകണമെന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഇത്.
ചന്തക്കമ്പളത്തിൽ നിന്ന് വാങ്ങിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് പിറ്റേന്നാകുമ്പോഴേക്കും ആ മലക്കെടുത്ത് കളയും. എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഏത് മലക്കറി എടുത്ത് നമ്മൾ 15-20 ദിവസം ഒരു ഫ്രിഡ്ജിലും വയ്ക്കണ്ട, കണ്ടിച്ചിട്ട് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അല്പം പോലും കേടുവരില്ല.
രാസവളങ്ങൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നതിനേക്കാളും ഒക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ടേസ്റ്റാണ് ജൈവവളം ഉപയോഗിച്ചുണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്. ജൈവവളം ഉപയോഗിച്ചുണ്ടാക്കുന്ന സാധനങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ കഴിച്ചാൽ പിന്നെ അത് മാത്രമേ കഴിക്കാറുള്ളൂ.
The food is responsible for conditioning the spiritual faculty, mental faculty and physical faculty of all living beings.
As the society is getting more aware about the ill effects of chemical farming, organic produce are of high demand and fetches a higher price. Not only farmers, each of us should produce fruits, vegetables and other organic food products to the extent possible by us. Even the terraces and homesteads can be converted into organic farming units. States like Sikkim and Mizoram has proved that gradual shift to complete organic farming is possible. Organic food production should become a people's movement. It is the future. It is in our roots, and we must switch back to it before the soil becomes unproductive, environment becomes polluted, and the society becomes unhealthy.